The Master's Mysteries. Tales of Magical Mastery. Episode 47. Liao Fengyi and the girl he rescued were trapped in a siege. Despite making several attempts, they couldn't successfully break out. He was also bitten hard on the shoulder by a yellow demon. Liao Fengyi gritted his teeth and tore off the yellow skin from his shoulder, throwing it on the ground. Warm blood gushed out, but he didn't have time to check the wound. The situation before him was not optimistic at all. He couldn't free himself from dealing with the controlled villagers, and taking care of the girl made things even more difficult. As the encirclement gradually tightened, Liao Fengyi started sweating profusely. Did he really have to force himself to harm those controlled villagers? Before he could think of a way out, several sturdy men rushed forward, accompanied by several yellow-skinned demons. Liao Fengyi couldn't bring himself to use deadly force, so he tried his best to handle the situation carefully. However, his restraint only led to more intense attacks from the villagers. Their eyes glowed green, and they were ruthless in their actions. They coordinated perfectly with the yellow-skinned demons. As one fell, another took their place. Some even launched surprise attacks. In no time, Liao Fengyi's clothes were soaked with sweat. Surveying the situation around him, Liao Fengyi furrowed his brow. He was injured in several places and couldn't hold on much longer. Moreover, if he persisted, the girl would probably be in danger. Liao Fengyi no longer dared to be reckless. He knocked down one of the strong men and swiftly carried the girl through a gap. Don't let him escape. Kill him. The yellow demon saw Liao Fengyi's attempt to flee and roared, giving a sinister order. Hundreds of yellow-skinned demons and the strong men chased after them, screaming miserably. Shanshen Temple. Liao Fengyi knew there were many yellow-skinned demons around, and he wouldn't be able to escape easily. He had to come up with another plan. When he approached the temple, Liao Fengyi pushed off with his legs and leaped onto the roof. Standing high, he looked around in all directions, trying to find a suitable escape route. "Hey, can you let go of me?" Just then, a delicate girl's voice sounded in his ear. He looked down to find the girl he was holding under his arm blinking at him. "What's wrong?" Reluctant to let go, the position they were in was somewhat ambiguous, and Liao Fengyi felt embarrassed, thinking she was still unconscious and wouldn't notice. But now that she was awake, his face turned red. "Ah, it hurts." The girl teased him again, making Liao Fengyi nervous. He immediately let go of her. "Hey, can't you be a bit gentler?" Caught off guard, the girl fell quite hard, and Liao Fengyi wanted to apologize, but his mouth opened and closed without words. "When did you wake up?" Trying to ease the awkward situation, Liao Fengyi intentionally raised his voice, hoping the girl would overlook what just happened. "Tch. I wasn't actually unconscious. You know, I know everything. But this girl just won't cooperate. Why are you pretending to be unconscious? Do you realize you're quite heavy? You got me all fired up, taking care of you, dodging attacks, and getting injured, only to find out you were faking it. I haven't even blamed you for ruining my plan. I was using a strategy to infiltrate the enemy's camp." The girl ignored Liao Fengyi's complaints and started scolding him. It turned out she had pretended to be confused to execute a plan to infiltrate the enemy's camp. "Young lady, do you think? What did you say? Are you trying to provoke me to a fight?" Liao Fengyi didn't believe her words. The girl seemed to be around 18 or 19 years old and didn't look like a martial arts expert. "Imph. Today, I'll show you." Liao Fengyi's doubtful tone irritated the girl. Nine-tailed spirit fox, immortal mountain. Listen today, the disciple speaks out. Originally invited the holy fairy Hu from the Hu family. Descend from the mountain to keep peace among mortals. No longer pay attention to Liao Fengyi. The girl formed two hand seals. Then, as if performing a play, she sang a long verse melodiously. The immortal family walks out of the ancient cave mountain. Closing the Huangsha cave door with a grasp, stepping on green clouds to the mortal world. Waving the flag to welcome the wind's auspicious sign, the girl gently closed her eyes. Her fingers kept changing gestures rapidly, showing extreme dedication. The deified sage descends to the mortal world, stepping on the 7 stars constellation, wielding the whip to eliminate demons and gods, cutting demons, expelling evil, and sealing immortals once again. The verses were rhythmic and melodious, and when combined with the girl's clear voice, they sounded truly pleasant. Liao Fengyi was momentarily stunned, and suddenly, a tile made a sound, and he quickly turned his head to look. Attack! Kill them! Under the command of old Huangpi, several yellow demons had already rushed onto the roof, their eyes gleaming, slowly approaching the two. Be careful. They're coming up. Disciple is here to welcome the immortal carriage. Please show your true appearance. Fairy. Despite this, the girl continued to sing, and Liao Fengyi didn't want to disturb her. He wanted to go up and fend them off. Fairy of the Hu family, appear. Just then, the girl suddenly shouted, and her body trembled violently. Disciple Chodi respectfully welcomes the fairy. Liao Fengyi was dumbfounded as he saw a huge fox phantom suddenly appear above the girl's head. Such a scene would be invisible to ordinary people, but Liao Fengyi possessed the heavenly eye and saw it clearly. Isn't that the worthless bunch from the Huang family? Fairy. Not only that, but the large fox's phantom also started a conversation with Xiaodi. Could this be the immortal from the northeast that the master and the old broken Taoist spoke of? They've caused a lot of harm in this area. Xiaodi and the large fox ignored Liao Fengyi's shocked expression, looking relaxed while facing the numerous yellow-skinned demons. At this moment, dozens of yellow-skinned demons rushed towards them like lightning. Liao Fengyi was worried about Xiaodi's safety and wanted to pull her back. But the big fox opened its mouth in midair and let out a roar, scaring those yellow-skinned demons, making their fur stand on end. Huquilin. Several small yellow-skinned demons didn't dare to confront the fox, howling as they jumped down from the roof. You dare to meddle in my affairs when our wells don't interfere with each other's waters. However, the old Huangpi wasn't afraid, his face full of anger as he scolded the large fox. Yellow Lao Sai, your matters are none of my concern. Despite the fierce scolding, the large fox remained indifferent, its face showing no sign of caring. I have my own people to deal with you. However, his eyes were filled with contempt. Don't give me that nonsense. I, Wang Lao Sai, fear no one. Obviously, old Huangpi sensed that the big fox's words were off, but in front of his subordinates, he remained tough. Ha! Such arrogance. But soon, as a cold voice sounded from behind him, his body trembled, and his face changed drastically. Wang Yuan is here. Hey, you there, watch closely. Who are you calling you? At this point, even Liao Fengyi felt the tension in the air. A real expert has appeared. Xiaodi's words made Liao Fengyi suddenly nervous, and he looked down. Weren't they going to establish a hall and talk it out? Liao Fengyi immediately realized that the newcomer was also a seasoned yellow-skinned demon, but his level of cultivation gave an unpredictable feeling. Huang, fourth master, so imposing. I never expected him to appear in human form, without any trace of his beastly appearance. Although you are the tribe's chief, my seniority surpasses yours by much. It's not your place to reprimand me. The old Huangpi, possessing the mage's body, sounded defiant, but also showed signs of unease. In that case, should I give you a satisfying lesson? Wang Yuan was determined, not interested in engaging in verbal battles with the old Huangpi. You dare. Raising his hand, a dazzling golden light gathered on his palm, its force making one's hair stand on end even from a distance. The old Huangpi seemed stunned by this terrifying power. Disregarding his dignity, he turned around and ran in a sorry state. But before he could take a few steps, a powerful energy struck him. Wow, so cool. Watching the powerful energy contained in the golden light, Liao Fengyi was stunned and couldn't find words to describe just how strong this person's abilities were.